One. Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Billy from Zephyr Digimon back with another episode of the Applink interviews, and today joined by a very special guest, our very good friend Jamie, aka Minikill. How you doing, my guy?
How's it going? Welcome in.
Thank you very much for joining me. So the way this is going to work, it's basically going to be a very much an interview type kind of video where I'll ask you a bunch of different questions. You can answer as truthfully or as honestly as you want, and we'll just rattle through. Some I might want a little bit more explanation, like going a little bit deeper into them. Some might just be very quick and just very quick answers, and then we'll move on to the next one. Sound good?
That's good.
Starting off with a very simple question. How long have you been playing the game?
Whoa. Okay. I don't actually know when it came out, but
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
it's been
it came out
maybe
at the
4 years.
end. It
2020, right?
it came out at the bum end of COVID, so around about 2021.
Yeah, 2021. And I think 2022, because I started playing around the release of BT8.
Oh wow!
So when started playing, I started picking up interest in it when the first Magamon and Flamemon were coming out. Flamedramon,
Ooh,
the Vmon evolutions
ooh.
were coming out. So me and Elixir visited Fanboy 3 while we are still at university. I think. Could be getting that bit slightly wrong, but that was, around about 22, 23.
Wow, so you've been
2022,
playing
23.
for a good solid 4 years, almost five,
Yeah,
I'd say.
yeah.
Alright.
It's definitely been a journey.
Yeah, definitely. How did you learn slash get into the game? Because I always see learning and getting into a game both go hand in hand. So was it the same
Yeah,
for you,
definitely.
or?
Pretty much, yeah. So to begin with, it was mostly like, oh, I like the look of this card. This card is pretty cool. I vibe with this card. And at the time, I was learning a different Bandai game, which was Dragon Ball Super Masters.
Oh God.
So I was learning that with a friend in university, just at a little shop where I went to university. Saw that there was a couple of like Digimon players there. So my first ever hit, and I think it was one of the first couple of packs I opened, was Alt Art Magna Gurumon
Oh, ho, ho,
from
ho.
like, I think it was like
Damn.
was that BT8 or was that BT9? Something like that. One of the
Yeah.
really, really old ones. Before we had the star and everything, and it was yeah. So
Oh, I
that was one of my
remember those
first ever
days.
hits. Yeah, and then that really kind of got me thinking because me, Elixir, and another one of our friends, Ash, was kind of just playing on Tabletop Simulator,
Yeah.
which was a really nice way of learning how to play the game because it gave you like there was a bunch of different like help websites, and we could build decks on like digimoncard.dev and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Um, and yeah, so that was how I kind of learned to play. Like we read the rules, was taught how to play, and kind of just started vibing with Digimon. Where I started building Alphamon.
Mm.
Managed to get the promo Sunrizamons because that was a really nice tech that everybody was running.
Ooh.
Those were £15 back in the day.
Big
But
investment. Big
back when they
investment.
first came out. Oh, well, you say that, and now we're spending what, like 30-40 quid per card on
Yeah.
sometimes.
Just
But
because the amount of cooking Japan does.
yeah, exactly. So that's kind of how I got into it. I kind of learned alongside. So yeah, I'd agree with you in saying that learning and getting into the game go hand in hand. Like if you
Yeah.
don't vibe with the game, then you're not going to continue and you're not going to want to learn. So
Very
I
true.
definitely say that they go hand in hand. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you liking the current format?
Ooh, spicy topic.
Spicy,
So
spicy.
I'm kind of indifferent to it. Yes, there's some points that frustrate me, but at the same time, of the I'm playing one of the decks that has this problem that the community hates, and that is most of the community are seeing that we are in a 2-turn OTK, which my friend Tommy Tricks, Mr. Tex on the decks, Tricks on the stick, whatever his tag is these
Yeah.
days, right? Tricks to Tricks. Um, he made a really good video about it after the Birmingham UKGE. I'll send
Ah.
it to you so you can put it in description if that's okay. But he made a really, really good point of a lot of the time it's not even a 2-turn OTK because a lot of decks require you to chip one before you
Mhm.
get the kill, which isn't an OTK.
No.
We're in a hyper aggressive format, and the second argument is that the memory gauge just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In the case of Billstar, yeah, it might as well
Sorry.
not exist. Right?
Yeah.
Billstar is like the best deck in format. There's no denying that.
Mhm.
But then you've got the likes of Beat Break, which is new. It adds the new dual cards. It utilizes the new dual cards to like its full extent.
Very much so.
And yes, it's hyper aggressive. And if it sees its pieces, it runs. But if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah. It's one
Whereas
of those
comparing that to
decks. Yeah, it's one of those decks where it needs to see every
yeah,
piece like simultaneously.
yeah, if it doesn't see its tamers, it's dead in the water. But comparing that to the likes of Billstar, you see one or two Hurricane screw shots, and you see Scopemon.
Mhm.
Game is game, right? There's no denying that.
Nope.
So I'm playing Beat Break, by the way, which is why I'm saying that I'm one of the problem people.
I
But
wouldn't even say Beat Break's one of the problem child. I think that Beat Break has a benefit over all these other decks that are able to utilize these new dual cards because Beat Break is one of the only decks in current format that has, well, I would say one of, but is one of the main ones that can utilize it the best that has two Digimon that are also dual cards. The only other deck I can think of that is
yeah,
dual another deck that has two utilizes two dual cards is like maybe Data Squad with the Shine Grey and then Shine Grey
mm,
Burst mode. But then again, that's level 6 and level 7. Beat Break is level 5 and level 6.
yeah.
So,
Well, you say that, but Beat Break really has three, and that's kind of where it
oh yeah.
becomes really strong. Of like, not only it's the fact that the level 5 dual card gives rush.
Mm,
If it didn't give rush, then this wouldn't be an argument for Beat Break because you wouldn't be able to like it. It can OTK. Beat Break can OTK 100%. More often than not, you're wanting to chip to 4 and then swing anyway. But like, if you're going with the Tratus over Habakiri, which a lot of builds will, being able to get the Alliance swing, that's 3 checks, unsuspend, swing for the final 2, then more often than not, you have enough memory to play a rookie and then use the option,
mm,
Final Judgment, to get rush. And that's where the problem lies, is the fact of a lot of things have just been printed with rush. Like we've got, what was it? We had the, what was it? Oh, we had Titan School Bellucci recently as well,
yep.
which makes sense. Don't get me wrong, that makes sense. We had Jessmon recently as well, not too long ago.
Mm.
AD Gallantmon had Rush as well, I think. I could be
Yes,
misremembering.
I think that's either one of the might be one of the promo Galantmons that might have Rush.
No, I thought it was AD Gallantmon. Yep, AD Gallantmon had
Yeah.
Rush. Um, yeah, it's just a lot of things have Rush at the moment. Oh, and then also all of the Shangromon giving all of Marcus's Rush.
Oh yeah.
That's that's just insane to me.
That is literally the game winner.
Yeah, so we're in a very hyper aggressive meta. But on the flip side is if you're playing a really defensive deck,
You can stop those
it
hard
stalls it
aggro.
out and
Yeah.
slows the game. But the problem is also the hyper aggros have ways around these defensive decks.
Mm.
So it's just a moot point really. But the game feels good at the moment. I'm not going to argue it feels bad. Yes, every time you go against a Bill Star, it's like, cool, am I just going to see Jesus in 2 hits? But it's not always a lose-lose. Like
Yeah.
it is certainly at least 80 to 90% of the time though you will sit against a Bill Star and just lose.
It's one of
Other
those.
than that,
Yeah,
the
it's
game
one
is
of
good.
those decks where it just sets up nicely because I'm pretty sure it just like gets its stuff into Chash and is like,
Mhm.
cool, now I can just do all my stuff. It's
Yeah,
one of those
100%.
decks where it utilizes a brilliant mechanic of being able to get back from trash and everything, but I do think they might need to start thinking about right, maybe we should allow their opponents to interact with trash as well. Maybe start doing like interfering with your opponent's trash and stuff like that. Maybe, but
Yeah, there's the argument to start running in Pilgrim Paladin Ace again,
yeah,
but Aces just get countered so easily. Haha, counters get countered. No, my argument would have been is if they tweak the counter keyword so that it goes before anyone attackings, but
yeah,
that would also just break the game wide open as is anyway. So there's no winning it. In the ways that they've currently got things, there is just no way of winning and then making everybody happy.
yeah. So it's just you're very much 50-50 on current format.
Yeah, I don't love it, I don't hate it.
Fair enough. How have you liked how the game has changed over its lifespan? Obviously, you've been playing for the longest that I've interviewed so far. So have you seen? Do you like how it's arched out, or obviously power creeping, rearing its ugly head? Do you like that the newer cards are more powerful than what they were, but do you wish it maybe went back to a simpler time?
Hmm. It's certainly a tough one because now that we've got triple color Digimon,
Hmm.
like it feels like Bandai have kind of backed themselves into a corner. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing because it was inevitable at some point anyway,
Oh
right?
yeah,
But they've backed themselves into a corner with how far certain Digimon can go. Like Magmon X Antibody, for example.
oh, that
That
card.
card being three colors, immune every time a security like
A
your
security is
security is
removed.
removed from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it only gains its immunity when a security is removed.
Yeah,
So
but there was tons of ways. Like it's not as much of a problem anymore, sure, but there was a lot of ways around it
hmm
to make sure that you were always immune,
yeah,
and that kind of it feels like what more can they do to make that card better next time? Give it minus DP as well. Make it unsuspend no matter what. Like give it what new yellow keywords have we got? Overclock,
yeah. For armor force, maybe.
Ascension. Give it Ascension.
Oh yeah, that's a new keyword.
Like these new keywords that they've done are really nice, but they are just more powerful versions of keywords that already exist.
Yeah,
So Blitz is now dead in the water because we've got Engage.
yeah.
Um, what's the other new decoy one? The better decoy one.
Um,
TB Ryuga's got it. Let's have a quick look. But like they've only we're only
improved keywords instead of
yeah,
making brand new
basically.
ones.
Where is it? Let's have a look. Ryugu. Uh, oh no, it's not Ryugu that has it. Who has it?
I
Somebody has the
don't
new
know.
keyword. Not barrier blocker. Ascension is the new one where if it's deleted, it goes to security.
Jesus.
Fragment is a new one which is just defensive digiburst.
Yeah, literally. Fragment's been in the game for a while though, hasn't it? Because Rox has had Fragment for a
Yes, yeah,
while.
Rox has had it. I thought Ryugu had it. Am I? Oh, Guard. There it is. Guard
Yeah,
is better decoy, where it's like if any of your Digimon were to leave the battle area in any way
yeah.
by deleting this Digimon, it's just better decoy.
Yeah, it's because decoy used to be trait based or color based. Now it's just when any Digimon leaves. That's where
Yes,
it's like
correct.
you're kind of
But it was also decoy was when it was being deleted, not when
yeah,
it was leaving the area. Um, we've seen a lot of transitions between the game as well, from having the raising area and battle area separate to it now being one. Like they're still separate, but it's being called the collective field as well. So that's broken things such as like being able to link and interact with raising during your turn. That never normally would have been able to happen,
nope.
but that's a new one. Linking as itself is a new mechanic, a very nice mechanic. I can't
I
lie. I was
love
skeptical to
linking.
begin with, but I like how they've basically made it so that you can just use Digimon moves as options
Yeah.
and then give it that move again. It's real nice. Other than that, the game's just sped up heavily,
Mm.
and it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. People will say it's a bad thing because it feels like there's no interaction, but as we can see, like now is even with Beelstar, there's quite a bit of interaction in the game again,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. So
Mm.
yeah, it's been nice to see the progression. I can't wait to see where it goes. TB, Toho Braves, and Soyu Warriors, a very nice take on the game. I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite deck?
Yeah. Hmm. I have
Ooh.
multiple. If we're going like off of all time, the one that you enjoyed the most, like
Yeah,
playing,
we'll say that.
it has to be Alphamon,
Yeah.
old Alphamon, and this will be up to BT13,
Okay.
including BT13. That was the last good Alphamon I feel like we had, and it was fun just being able to recycle your XNT pieces,
Mm.
especially off of Alphamon Oryukin.
Oh.
I was really hoping that BT20 Oryukin would be just as good. Chronicles, it was a bit of a letdown. It was fun, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think like BT13 Alphamon is my favorite.
Mm. So going off of your favorite deck, do you have a favorite deck version? Because obviously you've built decks up, took them down, broke them apart, and then rebuilt them in different ways. Do you have a favorite deck version that stood out to you?
Other than that, other than that Alphamon, um, the best one that I will never forget, Jesmon OTK.
Oh, of course, Jessamon.
Yeah, and
That was a
the
true OTK deck.
oh yeah, well, especially the time that I beat you in 5 minutes.
Yes. Let's not
That's not
reminisce on that.
immortalized forever, but yeah, that was
You will never let
that
me
was the
forget that to
best
the day I
version.
die.
Oh god, no, that was the best version of a deck that I've ever played.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember what I played against you that game. What was it? Was
Was
it
it
Crossheart?
Shine? It was Shine. I think it was Shine.
Yeah. I think it was just at a point where Shine was just a bit slower than Jessamon. So,
It also doesn't help you reclaimed the memory.
yeah.
If you'd have left me on one, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Nah. So, fair enough. All right, next few questions. I'm just going to rapid fire at you and
Sure
just
thing. Let's go.
answer as quickly as you can, all right?
Sure.
Favorite Digimon?
Alphamon.
Favorite Tamer?
Shoto from Liberator.
Favorite series?
Beat Breaker's banging at the moment.
Favorite sleeves?
My own custom ones because they've got my characters on them.
Nice. Favorite format? So,
BT30.
ooh, okay. Favorite set?
BT13.
Yep. Do you have a favorite keyword?
Um. Ooh. Vortex.
Okay. Favorite style of deck?
Ooh.
So what I mean by that, do you like pure aggro, speed, defense, stuff like that?
Yeah. I don't
Mill?
really have one. Yeah, I don't really have one. I'm happy to
No?
play whatever. Just anything but mill. I'll be honest. I can't play mill decks.
Favorite card?
Okay.
I can just see a million cards flashing through your mind right now.
Yeah. Um. Oh, I don't know which one it is. Oh, it's the. I'll get it. Hold on. It's the Dorumon that came as part of one of the promo sets, but it's him with Doraemon without the Alphamon collection, just to show you that one.
Ooh, okay.
Just
Old
because of how
Doru.
adorable it is.
Yeah, he's very cute.
Yeah,
He's a little dog with wings.
yeah. The collection is growing, by the way.
Oh my god.
This is the first time it's been seen anywhere. I got.
Oh my
And
god.
then once we get to all the Alphamon side of things, and we finish the Alphamon, it changes over to Oryu.
Ah. I have gold protoform, by the way.
Damn, I still need that one.
Here's the thing, I'm thinking about selling it, but I don't know because it's in my binder that I need to do a video with Joe with about,
Mm,
like, this is a binder that will basically always be in my bag for it. These have cards that can go in every deck.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
No,
yeah.
that's fair.
Do you have a favorite deck to fight against?
Um, no, not really.
No? No deck
No,
that always is always like an interesting matchup?
no,
Mm,
not at the moment at least. I guess fighting into like Titans is always an interesting one at
okay.
the moment. It's always interesting to see the lines they have to produce in order to deal with something like a Tratus, just to stop me from winning the game.
Interesting. Right, we're going to be moving on to the last few questions. These ones are probably going to be the more, oh god, I've got to think about, not maybe got to think about it, but definitely bigger
Yeah.
questions. Do you have a memorable match? So with this, I mean a game that either took you to time limit and you had to sweat your balls off to win, or was just a really fun game that you both players had so much fun playing, and you were like, "Oh wow, I didn't know that deck could do that. That was really interesting."
Um. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I know you've had some really interesting matches in your career, so.
I think one that was pretty interesting in figuring out how to work for me was Chronicles versus Three Great Angels.
Ooh.
And that's because Alphamon and Orumon trigger when security is removed, and Angels are constantly removing security.
Yeah,
So,
they are.
yeah, unfortunately, it's not great, but that's a very memorable one for me. Being able to get to 12 security with Goldramon and Goldramon X Ante was very
Oh
funny.
my god. I forgot you
Um,
did that once.
Yep, 12 for a 5 minute OTK with Jesmon was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, more recent, oh, a memorable one, but not a good one for me, was playing All Force into Mother Reaper.
Ooh.
And because they don't have levels, All Force can't interact.
Can it not?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, it can't, can it?
Yep. Um,
Damn. That's really interesting.
yeah. No, I just have
Hmm.
a bunch of matches like those that are just interesting.
Fair enough. So obviously we've both been to quite a few big events and everything.
Hmm.
Not talking about those particularly, but the travel side. Do you like traveling for big events and seeing people? Like, obviously, you'll see probably the same people going to these big events. You'll make a trip
Mm.
out of it, but then seeing them not at your locals, like seeing a different side of them, seeing the like them outside of a usual setting. Do you like that kind of thing?
So seeing other people
Like,
normally.
so like seeing how like your normal group of friends and everything, but seeing them in different location, like going to dinner with them and
Oh, I
everything,
see.
and
Right,
see,
gotcha.
and also like the traveling aspect of going to big events and everything.
Um, Now that I'm like in a location with like the Manchester gang, who is my main lot, and we do car journeys, it's quite funny. The most recent one we did down to Bristol, we did a car podcast with Elixir and like Jambo and Kessa and
Oh
Trux.
wow!
That was pretty funny because we we were just we were just being douchebags as we're driving down the road. You could
Oh,
barely see Andrew as is anyway because
oh God!
we traveled down at like midnight. The journey side of things isn't great. It's frustrating,
Mm.
but it's always fun to do in order to get to see people that you don't see day in, day out, and just get to hang with them for a weekend. Like you said, go to meals and just catch up. And like now that I am unfortunately away from the London crew, I barely get to see you guys.
Yeah,
But when I do, it's always nice to have that catch up and ask how things are going and
yeah.
everything.
And immediately, as soon as we see each other, big bear hugs,
Yeah.
because obviously, gotta do it.
Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
but no. So you like the social aspect, not as much the travel
Mm.
side.
Yeah, 100%.
Fair enough. I don't know if you played during the online format or not, but did you like when, like, not big tournaments, but like Ultimate Cup, Evo Cup were held over Discord? Did you like that, or were you like, I can see the problems immediately?
Hmm. I definitely think webcam tournaments it was a tough time, obviously, because it's frustrating because it's always relying on internet connection and sometimes it's not as easy to communicate and stuff like that. You can't just reach across and look at somebody's thing and be like, oh yeah, this is what this does.
Mm,
However, I did kind of like it because it allowed for a lot more accessibility. It
mm,
allowed for a wider range of people to play. For example, like those that can't normally get out of the house or travel very far were able to enter these online regionals and
yeah.
still try and do good and win prizing. So I wouldn't say I inherently miss it, but I would say there is a part of me that misses it,
Hmm.
especially for like you know how there's Italian regionals, Greece regionals, and stuff like that. It's like I'd love to participate, but it's in person. I don't like traveling. I don't have the money to travel.
No, you're not like Tamas who goes to every regional ever.
No, exactly.
So just to follow up on that though, because one I've just thought of, with DCGO being as popular as it is, do you see there might be the online format maybe coming back, and obviously them being able to like live feed their DCGO on Discord, having judges, like, because it's all done and everything, so you don't need the judges and everything. Like, do you think maybe
Hmm.
that might come back, or?
If it does, it won't be official.
Hmm.
And that's because DCGO is not an official product. It should never be taken as law for Digimon. It's still prone to having bugs.
Yeah.
Hoang and the crew are doing amazing with it. I can't lie.
Now
Like
it's open source
the
and
devs are
everything.
amazing. Yeah, exactly. But the devs are doing amazing. So yeah, I can see it happening, but it won't be official. It won't be Bandai
Yeah,
sanctioned.
obviously. So, fair enough. Right, last question. I will be asking this in every episode with everyone. If you could give one bit of advice to a brand new player, what would it be? So the scenario is a brand new player comes up to you at locals and says, "Hey, I'm looking at getting into this game. What is a piece of advice you could give me?"
Ooh, that is a good question. And it's one that we have had to answer a couple of times recently up here in
Mm.
Manchester. Um, the biggest question is always, have you played card games before?
Ooh. Okay.
Because that way it's a lot easier to draw
Mm.
similarities from the likes of like Magic and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Um, to like explain how mechanics work. Um, the next question is then, what's your type of play style? Or well,
Okay.
what do you think your type of play style is? Well, I guess the next question is, do you have a favorite Digimon? If they know Digimon, because then we try and just guide them to that to get them set up. And then yeah, if they've played other card games, we ask them what their favorite play style is. And then from there, it's literally just suggest trying to watch content, trying to read the rules, trying to understand like basic things like that. And then if they ever have any problems, just message.
Yeah. So it's just basically the matter of finding your favorite Digimon and finding a playstyle you like doing.
Those are some good starting points. Yeah. Once you're comfortable with super basics, so what if you get smashed at locals, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's a friendly card game. If you're new to the game, your local should be welcoming as is anyway. More often than not, the player judge or somebody that is nice in the community should maybe take time out to sit away and teach you how to play the
Yeah.
game anyway. But um, yeah, like just don't expect to be winning from game one.
No, fair enough. Well, thank you very much, Jamie, for joining me for this interview. Hope everyone likes these videos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for future videos. And go and check out Jamie on his own YouTube channel, Mini Kill, right? That's the YouTube name.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check him out there. And we'll see you tamers in the next video. Bye bye.
Boy.